Over 60,000. 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 What? Oh, sorry, Twink. I'm a little overwhelmed right now. I don't know what to do. Maybe I need to see someone. Maybe I need to see a friend. Oh. Maybe I should see... I should go talk to Aeon. Yes. Yeah, he'll help me.
Dearie. Dearie, now's not a good... Oh, you clever girl.
Relax, darling. Did you really think everything was going to work out on your own? You're both mine now, and I think it's time that I help you both out. Let me take over from here. Now then, let's see if we can resolve a few things.
Huh? Was that Miss Euphoria? I wonder if she's doing all right. I haven't seen her since Hearthwarming. She did seem a bit weary. Hello there, Miss Euphoria. It's me, Dr. Wolf.
I remember you all too well, darling. Come, join me.
If you insist. This is a lovely channel. Whose is it?
I suppose it's mine, I guess. I just came up with it, actually.
Oh, so I take it you recently joined the Secret Rift then? Congratulations.
Not exactly, darling, but I suppose you could say I'm a member regardless.
Okay. Sorry if I make you uncomfortable by asking this, but is everything alright? You seem to be somewhere else.
Nothing gets past you, does it, dear doctor? I suppose you could say that, yes. There are some things that are troubling a friend of mine.
A friend?
You probably know her. But let's just say she's come to a sudden realization that she's fallen into a new world of responsibility that she's not sure she's ready to handle. Needless to say, she's quite overwhelmed. Terrified, in fact. I wish she'd been a little bit braver to see you herself, but she needs a bit of coaxing, to say the least.
I see. What kind of responsibility, if I may ask?
Well, I believe you've been in her position before, Doctor. You came to a place where your talents of helping or educating or even entertaining others has gained you quite the bit of notice in the internet world. And as a result of that popularity, you have taken on a new duty to be a role model in a fandom that looks up to you with hope and inspiration. Well, my friend has realized she too has come into that responsibility and, well, she's a bit apprehensive on how to handle it. Fear is a driving force with her right now. She's afraid of doing the wrong thing, saying something incorrectly, reacting inappropriately, and setting a bad example for others that might lead them down the wrong path.
Do you suppose she's been unable to think about the future without her past mistakes creeping in to stifle her self-confidence? That perhaps a greater amount of spotlight shining on her will only make any future mistakes that much more difficult not to notice?
She has made quite the blunder of mistakes in the past, I must admit. But you'd think she'd be happy to see that despite them she has grown, continues to succeed, and still brings positivity to others. But she still feels like she's not worthy of such an audience. It's rather difficult to explain.
Well, I don't suppose any of us here really expected to have the audience we have when we first started out. But perhaps the better question would be, has she really changed from the pony she was then to the pony she is now?
From what I recall, she used to be inquisitive. So full of questions and a drive to find a place in our community, while building a future for herself and her husband. She figured doing something as simple as starting a hobby that could promote her talents wouldn't get much notice but enough for a job. But then she met so many others like yourself, doing what she does, and before long, her talents improved, if not expanded. Her nervous side dissipated a bit and she became more outgoing, willing to stretch her wings and try new things. Especially knowing that her friends were right behind her, supporting her all along the way. But now it's bigger than that to her. Now there are children and young adults that look up to her. She sees comments from them every day, talking about how she's brought a smile to their face or educated a child about being safe when attending conventions, acknowledging her faults to her fans without hesitation in the hopes to give them new perspective on how to treat others. But with her following continuing to grow, the responsibility to keep up that good track record, to continue being a symbol of a symbol of positivity, knowing that she's not perfect and that she's bound to make a mistake. She can be quite emotional after all. I'm sure you've seen it once or twice.
I'm sure I have. Though I'm betting she was immensely afraid of taking those initial steps even way back then. Of making mistakes that others would see even when only a few were watching. That she might set the wrong example along the way at some point, if even only a single fan was feeling inspired by her work. The risks certainly grow over time, there's no denying that. We must take better care in how we portray ourselves as more and more people take notice. But the rewards will continue to grow as well. You speak of being a symbol, knowing that others will look up to her, that she does so much more now to uplift others than she ever did before. Aren't those burdens worth making an ever more positive difference? Perhaps it's not about us after all.
She admits she feels bad thinking it used to be just about her and the hobby. It was certainly lots of fun, and it still is for her. But now she realizes it's not just about her anymore. In a way, it's like being a parent or older sibling.
None of us can stay young forever, Miss Euphoria. It is always good that as time goes on, we grow and mature. We help those who follow after us to do the same. Revisiting the past can be fun from time to time, remind us of how our passions drove us to start with. But if we're holding back out of fear of responsibility in the future, well, complacency will inevitably start to creep in over time. And I'm already sure you know what I'm going to say next.
Oh, do I?
You don't need to say it if you don't want to. But I hope you'll remember that phrase the next time you feel that fear starting to creep in again. Is there anything else I might be able to help you with today?
Darn, I was hoping I'd get you to say it. Oh well. Yes, there is something I remember I need to tell you. I don't suppose you remember our last conversation from a few hours ago?
Our last conversation? But I only just spoke with you now, Miss Euphoria.
Yes, well, I wasn't entirely myself during that conversation.
Mr. Dreams? You look unwell. Do you need me to get help?
Oh, the best doctor in the world couldn't stop this.
Nonsense. Perhaps I might be able to—
Relax, dearie. My condition isn't going to be permanent, but needless to say it'll cause alarm for a certain somebody. But now that I have your attention, let me ask you a question, Doc. Have you ever wondered why I don't do favors for free?
Hold on a second. Miss Euphoria, are you saying you're a fusion of Aeon of Dreams?
Well, you got one part right. Care to guess the other?
Lightning Bliss. So I take it she did a successful fusion after all?
She had a little help on hearths warming, but by Jove, she accomplished it all by herself. I'm so proud of her.
So why is it you came to see me and not herself, much like Mr. Dreams?
Well, the thing is, darling, I am my own entity, and she doesn't always know what's best for herself, unlike precious Lucy. But we'll get to that later.
Lucy?
Lucid dreams.
You mean Mr. Aeon?
I just know him by his real name.
I'm starting to feel silly right now.
Don't be. A lot of ponies wouldn't understand.
Well, do other ponies know of your true existence?
Shh. It's a secret.
Very well. So, what happens now, Miss Euphoria? What is your primary goal between our two friends?
Well, needless to say, Blissy Boo needed help with her problem post-haste, but unfortunately, it came at a time that Lucy wasn't prepared for. I intend to address both their problems in one go. Besides, it's good for them to experience a little euphoria. Plus, I'm doing them both a favor in making sure they are together for what's about to happen very soon.
And what would that be?
Lucy's time is almost up, and I have to let it happen. I cannot delay payment of some pony else forever. The universe might get mad at me and cause an even bigger mess. He likes this form of scenery, too. A good, safe place to rest. I'm also glad I'm able to make it a little bit easier for all of you to get through. Blissy is a sensitive mare. She needs a close friend like you to help her get through this. You do know what's going to happen, don't you?
I didn't want to think it would. I thought Mr. Dreams was just being lucid in his statements. Miss Euphoria?
It appears my time is just about up. Take care of her, and make sure he's comfortable too. I'll see you around, Doctor.
Wait, Miss Euphoria!
Hush! I needed that. Hey, Aeon, are you okay?
I just need to lay down. I'll be fine.
Aeon? He's not breathing. He's not breathing! Doc, he's not breathing!
Wait, Miss Bliss, let me explain.
He has the pulse! Aeon! Aeon, open your eyes! Open your eyes! Celestia, dang it! Open your eyes, Aeon, please! Please! Please open your eyes!
Lightning. This is what he chose to do.
What? What are you saying?
All I ask is that you calm yourself and trust me. Let me explain. I'm not sure I'm following Mr. Dreams.
I can do many things, Doctor. I can see the future, cast any spell I want, and even deny death itself, but I cannot deny the universe its plans for somebody else unless I'm willing to pay for it. Or at least, not if I want them to actually develop from it.
Mr. Dreams, are you in some kind of trouble?
Oh, nothing I didn't bring in myself. I merely wanted her to develop, not merely help her out and keep the problem going. Isn't life full of surprises?
You mean you're suffering from this condition because you helped to stop Blight?
It's not because I helped to stop her, dearie. I could have handled Blight myself. I simply didn't want to ask for payment to aid her. Unfortunately, nothing comes for free. Death just wants a body for now, and had things gone wrong, Blissy would have been in my shoes, but for other reasons and far more permanently. At least I come back.
Goodness. For how long? What can I do to help?
Oh, just reassure her that it's only going to be several days or so, maybe. Or some other temporary length of time. It is nice over there.
But what can I do for you, Mr. Dreams?
Oh, there's nothing you can do for me, dearie. It must be. But knowing you're looking after Blissy Boo is comforting, at least. I'd rather not see her crying before passing out. It's not exactly an appealing ending.
When is this going to occur then, Mr. Dreams?
Unfortunately, I can't really see into the future like this. I'm forcing myself to do the basics, such as standing up and being awake. It could be in a few minutes, or a few hours, but it's going to happen soon. I happen to know she looks up to you and leans on you for support, so I wouldn't be asking this of you otherwise if I didn't trust you to it. Besides, I'm sure it will only be temporary, surely. I've not been to the afterlife in a while. It might be a nice visit.
I wish you the best of luck then, Aeon.
Oh, don't be so somber, dearie. Think of it this way, I'm only sleeping. Oh, come on, a bit of gallows humor never killed anyone.
I'll do my best for Miss Bliss.
Good puppy.
So, he's asleep?
In a way, yes, according to him.
because he had to pay a debt for helping me against Thunderblight.
He said it was his choice. He wanted to help you from suffering this fate.
It's not enough I'm terrified of what is to come for me, but now I have to deal with the guilt of my friend being like this because I couldn't control my emotions?
Bliss.
I just never read that book. I didn't ask you to read it. None of this would have ever happened.
Bliss.
This isn't right. I should be there, not him. This is all wrong. I should have...
Lightning. What is or what could have been is beside the point now. He made the decision to help you. Remember what I said about never looking a gift horse in the mouth? Look at it this way. Everything that has come to pass may have just happened for all the right reasons. If you had never read his book, would you have ever gained the confidence to get better at your magic? Or what about reascending yourself to the point that you are finally comfortable with who you are? All of this is because it was destined to be. You are a better pony because of it all. I would think Aeon would agree with me on this. Wouldn't you? It's funny how your fusion was able to predict all this, though.
What?
I met her, Euphoria. She seemed to know what she was doing. I may find her methods a bit odd, much like Mr. Dreams, but it appears to have worked out for the best. Considering you are a part of her, she must have inherited a good heart from you, too.
You're not alarmed by the fact he and I were...
It's an odd combination, but it works. I'm glad it did. Otherwise, would you have had the nerve to talk to me about your problem before?
What should we do with him?
I think it's best we leave him here. Something tells me Euphoria would have wanted it that way. Oof! Easy!
Sorry. I miss him. He's one of my bestest friends. I don't know what I'd do if I lost him. Or you, or every pony that is my friend.
Worrying about the future or things you cannot control wouldn't be the wisest way to exercise your time. Look at Mr. Aeon. He wasn't worried about himself coming here.
And yet Euphoria felt the need to block me from all this, apparently. I don't remember any of it.
Well, she did say you were a very sensitive mare. I'm glad I was able to help you both in times of need.
I'm glad you're here too.
Well, it's getting late. Think you need to get some shut-eye. I still have some work to get done before I head off.
Prompt to the very end, Doc.
Always.
Good night, Doc.
Have a pleasant evening, Lightning.
Oh, don't worry, dearie. You won't even know I'm gone.
trying to move on in black and blue, trying to turn the old into something new. You found somebody, I found someone too. She got everything I need, yeah, but she's not you. I like my loving to the ground, hoped it never could be found. Body slowly shutting down, and now I am still alive, but I can't feel. Got stuff inside, but it's not real. You say I'm fine, but I feel synthetic. Nothing human left in me, just a machine full of moving parts. Got emptiness where I used to have a heart. I'm still breathing, but I'm synthetic. Nothing human left in me. Nothing human about me. No emotions, just auto-tune. Left who I was back there with you. Maybe I died and I kept moving in a body made of plastic and glue. I like my loving to the ground, hoped it never could be found. Body slowly shutting down, and now I am still alive, but I can't feel. Got stuff inside, but it's not real. You say I'm fine, but